Real hip-hop, no gimmicks, all ear, real lyrics. That's the shit that touches your true spirit. Attainable, not high on a pedestal. Easy relatable, not easy forgettable. We grassroots, always from the ground up. Shout out my people.
Yo, we live? Alright, well, my name is Ganji. Today we're at Han Chiang Mai. This is Martin's favorite place to go to. Whenever he wants to eat, he always comes. Invites you to eat right here. And so today we're ordering his favorite dishes. We got the absolute best morning glory, fried morning glories, salad. You put this stuff on top. It also has mango and onions and chili and all sorts of goodness inside there. Here is paching da with ant egg. I had it specially made because usually you mix it with meat and pork. And today we have it with ant eggs. And so just for my boy, Martin. And then over here we got Hang Lay mixed with tofu. Usually it's mixed with pork fat, and it's a special dish in the north. But today we're having it with tofu. So I hope y'all will come someday and come over to Chiang Mai and enjoy this food and come to Han Chiang Mai, you know.
Definitely. This is definitely food that you will not get in your local Thai restaurant, wherever the hell you're watching this. This is some shit you gotta actually.
Hey, you never know. They might have some special import stuff.
It's true, but I doubt it.
All right, so we're gonna eat this or what?
So as we're gonna get into this,
yeah,
we're gonna do a little interview with my man Ganji here.
Yeah, I'm gonna break all manners by eating with my mouth full half the time.
Yeah, maybe this was. I kind of came up with this idea spontaneously because I thought it would be fun to introduce you guys to like traditional.
If I'm being ill-mannered, blame Martin. Because I chose to just sit, talk.
That's true. Ganji suggested we should just go to a lake and just chill and do the interview there, which was probably a better idea, but
it's all good.
I wanted to introduce the people to this traditional northern Thai food that, like I said, you don't get this unless you come here.
Yeah, you better come through.
Cool.
Support your local Chiang Mai restaurant.
Yes,
I'm yet to be in Chiang Mai though.
Leaving.
So it forces them to come out and take an adventure after all that pandemic is gone.
Yeah, because even this stuff like this, you wouldn't find this in like Bangkok or something like that.
Really? I'd be surprised.
I don't think so.
Really? I bet you.
Even khao soi is hard to find in Bangkok, bro. Yeah, you gotta like look for it, whereas here like every other place has khao soi. You know what I mean? So Ganji is he's a calisthenics athlete. Even though that's probably not your primary identity, but that's actually how we met, is through the bar. He is also a social justice activist. He is a musician, which is connected to his activism, because the music is about the message. He's also a Muay Thai fighter.
Was
a Muay Thai fighter.
For like
whatever, bro. You were in the ring. That's it. That's it. You were in the ring. That counts.
Okay, I'll do, man.
You were in the ring. Muay Thai fighter, artist, right? You don't know that I know, but I know you're an artist too. Yeah. I accidentally stumbled upon your artist page. I was like, okay, this is dope. My man's got even another skill that I didn't know about. So he's a multi-skilled individual. Yeah, I think your girl posted like your art page or something like that. I was like,
oh really?
Yeah.
I don't even know.
All right, let's dive into this deliciousness. So let's start with calisthenics. Actually, just fitness in general. So, because what was your first? You started with Muay Thai, right? Is that like your first fitness thing, or what did you do before that?
What I do? I started boxing first. That was like my first thing.
Like Western boxing?
No, yeah, Muay Thai.
Muay Thai, okay.
And I wanted to started boxing because like I was like picked on at school, and I was like, man, I gotta protect myself. I gotta learn how to like fight, you know. And so.
How old were you when this?
I was 12.
Okay.
Yeah, and I had a friend. My mom's friend was like, I know a place. you know, I know a place to train, and it's famous. So luckily it was like only like 6K away. So I go there every weekend, start training, you know, and I start like going there like religiously, like church, you know, every Sunday. I'll be there 9 to 12. You know, I wouldn't miss it. I always like religiously go there, and I felt good. You know, I was like the artsy kid. I was like super skinny. As you said, I do art. You know, I was like that kid with a big ass book bag, and I like carried this. You know, I was a scrawny little motherfucker. Anyway, and sorry, my bad. Cut that out. and yeah, so I started going there every day, started training, and started to feel good. You know, I was like, damn, man, I didn't know like exercising felt this good. And then like I started running, cause you know part of the regimen training as a boxer is that you have to run, right? So I started running everywhere. Started running. You know, I started going started running, and then I started joining the track and field crew too. You know, I went for like, you know, the 3K, 6K. Run the races, yeah, and I didn't do too bad. I was second, and I was like, all right, cool, you know, and I was like, feeling good. I started getting stronger, like, you know, I started getting like more cut. And, you know, as a kid, I'm like, damn, bro, I'm looking good, I'm looking better, you know, and
yeah,
for me,
especially those like teenage years, you're like, yeah, I got muscle, you feel
yeah, you're feeling like,
your confidence.
You know, yeah, so I mean, and I was a kid, I was like, you know, I was like, I'm not that. I always felt like as a kid, I was like, oh man, I'm not that good looking. I don't got the looks, man. You know what I mean? But after like getting fit, like getting more cut, I'm like, I got something, you know? It made me feel confident. You know, I was like, oh man. And because I did boxing, you know, the whole reason was to protect myself, right? So after everyone heard I did boxing, everybody didn't touch me no more. So I'm like, well, it's like more of a deterrent.
Right.
I had to use it.
Then practically.
So I was like, man. I was like, man, I'm not, you know, I don't want to start shit. I just want to like protect myself, you know. Yeah. And so.
Well, either way, it got the job done.
Yeah. So it's good. It's good like that. And so, but the good thing is that I started getting confident, boost my confidence. I started getting fit. I started like running everywhere. I'd run to my friend's house. I'd run to school. I was like Forrest Gump, you know, I'd run everywhere, you know, I keep on running, you know, and that's when like, because of boxing, I started like doing pull-ups, right? I started like doing pull-ups, and I was like, oh yeah, because I did a little bit of weights when I was like 14. I started like doing weights, you know, doing like the bench press and all that.
Like
but
every 14 or more.
yeah, you know what I mean? And I've actually like, I remember like I up or something on my back. I slipped in the bathroom one time, and I hurt my spine, and I never went to the doctor. I was like, oh, you know, it went away, you know, thank God. But you know, I was like, man, I don't want to do weights anymore, so I just concentrated on doing body weight, and so I just continued doing body weight exercises, and with doing running and boxing.
No, you saw a fly.
Oh, word. Okay. And yeah, and so after I started running everywhere, I started my history teacher, my favorite teacher. Shout out to you, Mr. Kip, if you ever watch this. I don't know if he's never gonna come across this.
Mike.
Anyway, but led me on to bicycling, and I started bicycling, and so like I started like, because he saw me running everywhere, he's like, why don't you just ride your bike, you know, that way like, you know, we have to pick you up, because you have to run somewhere, you get to the destination, then you get to like cab back, right? Whereas like if you like ride a bicycle, you ride there, ride back, you know, you're like, oh, okay, cool, you know. And so I was like, damn, I should, because he said that the bicycle can take you anywhere, you know. Dawned on me, I was like, go anywhere, you know. So I started like, got an old grandma bike, rode everywhere, rode it to the ground, and then I got a touring bike, and then I rode to Cambodia, and I rode to Laos. I rode Spokane, Washington, all that stuff. Portland. I rode in Iowa. I rode everywhere. So I started like doing bicycling, and as a thing, that was my next thing. So I stopped boxing, and I started bicycling. But I still want to be cut. I still want to like be fit, look good, and so I kept on. So the only way I could do that was body weight exercises, and so I just started focusing on calisthenics, and like where I wouldn't be boxing anymore. I wouldn't be running anymore. I'd be doing calisthenics and bicycling, and that was my thing because I wanted to dedicate my time to other things, Whereas boxing would take like 3 hours, where I can like if I was doing pull-ups, I can bust it out in like 30 minutes, right, and do like my regimen in 45 minutes. I don't know if I was really limited
because
time.
you could do like back-to-back sets, go from pull-ups.
Yeah.
Bang it out.
Yeah, just bang it out, and that way like it's less time consuming, and and also my mom was like when I was little like, you crazy, you spend all your time working out, that's all you do. Because I used to be big like when I was in like high school, because all I had to do was study, play games, and work out, so I spent a lot of time working out because I had to balance with my playing games, because that's how I saw it in my mind. Like I balanced it out. Like if I play games, I had to work out as much as I play games. Anyway, that became my thing, is like calisthenics. So I would have to like go out. That's in high school. I would just go find places to work out, like the bar, the park that you see at now. So I was there since high school.
So how was that? How can I say it? That park that we work out at. Did you like stumble upon that park and it was already done, or did you ever go by that area before it was actually built? You get what I'm saying?
I've been there before it was actually built.
Okay, all right, got you. So around when did they actually build that?
Yeah, when I graduate, 2014.
Okay, so relatively young.
Yeah.
Like 7 years old.
So I think actually, no, 2014 was when I graduated.
Okay.
And my earliest memory of going there was when I came back, like 2014, 2015.
Came back from where?
America.
Okay.